We have a very special video today. So first up, I do want to test some chickens. Have you ever wondered which chicken is the best bang for your buck? Because I've wondered that so many times, and I've had discussions with other ladies, and we all been wondering, like, we know if we buy some chicken breasts, most likely there is some water in them, right? And that is okay, but we do not want too much water in there because we don't want to pay chicken price for water, if that makes sense, right? So what I did, I've been collecting pieces of chicken. I've been buying different types of chicken and collecting them, and now I do want to test them. I have 5 different types of chicken here. I have the Costco with the frozen boxes. I have Superstore's frozen chicken breasts. I have Save On Foods frozen chicken breasts. I have Costco's fresh, the fresh packages that you can buy. And I have self-raised, homegrown chicken as well. I weighted them all before I thawed them out. And so I'm gonna slice them to thinner slices because I do want to make chicken chipotle. So I do like them a little bit thinner slices, but I'm gonna keep them separate. I'm gonna cook them separately. And I'm gonna cook them just to the right temperature. I'm gonna check the temperature to not overcook them, and then I'm gonna weigh them after I cook them and see how much they lost in weight with cooking, thawing, and all of that. So if you're interested, stay tuned, and I also have a very special announcement in the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. So let's get some delicious dinner cooked. First off, slicing the chicken.
Okay, you might be wondering what I'm doing here, but I just wanted to make absolutely sure that I did my best for it to taste the best, because I also wanted to compare it and taste all of it. And I know you can so easily overcook chicken, and I don't think that I overcooked any of these pieces as far as I know. They were very much around the temperature that it's supposed to be when chicken is just done, and I just wanted to make sure that it would be the softest, the juiciest, the best in every single piece. I tested the temperature before I took it off, and then I took off the Superstore chicken. I weighed those out and put them in a pan where I had the Superstore name with the previous weight on there, and then I wrote the weight that it had after it was cooked beside it, and that way I didn't get confused with all the different chicken because it looked all the same, but I was able to keep it separate that way. And then it was time for the taste test, and I will go over the percentage later, how much percent all of the chicken lost after it was cooked. It's quite interesting. But here I did some taste testing. The first piece that I tried was Save On Foods, and I would say it was pretty good. It was a tiny bit on the dry side, but it was really good. I would say it was pretty good chicken. Like, for me, I'm not a chef or anything, but for me, I would say it was pretty good chicken. Then the second one I tested was Superstores, and oh my goodness, where do I begin? It's so gummy, so hard and weird. Like, it doesn't even feel like chicken. And I know I've had Superstore chicken before, and I don't remember it being this way, but I know the whole box that we had this time was just horrible. I don't know why. And if you bite it, it's just this weird texture. I don't know what it is. It just does not feel like chicken breast. That's all I can say. And it is pretty dry, and just, I will not buy that again. I will say that. Then the third one I tested was the Costco frozen boxes that you can buy. And oh my goodness, that was so good. So juicy, soft, just perfect. Like, I don't know what else you would wish of a chicken breast. Like, it was just perfect. And then the fourth one I did was the Costco's Fresh, the packages that are not frozen when you buy them. And that one was much drier compared to the frozen boxes, but the taste, like, was the same. It was just a little bit drier than that, and for that reason it's a little bit chewier. And then the last one I did was the homegrown, home raised, I don't know what I want to call it. That one is also good. It's soft. The only thing, it's also a little bit drier, and that I don't know. I was very careful to not overcook chicken because that tends to get it very dry. But I don't think I did overcook it. It's just, I think because there's no water in there when you freeze it, I think it just naturally is a little bit drier, on the drier side. But yeah, that is my rating on that. So if I should rate it, I would say Costco frozen boxes is the best. That's number one. Then Save On Foods, the frozen boxes. Then third, I would say the homegrown, home raised. Fourth one I would say is the Costco Fresh. And then last, the very, very last, is Superstore. It's just not good. So that's how I would rate all the chicken that I tested.
Let's talk a little bit more of the chicken. And I got Johnny to calculate all the percentage for me, how much all the chicken lost after cooking. And it is very interesting. I'm so glad I did this. And I also calculated the cost of all of the chicken that I tested. I know each store has a lot more options than I tried, but this is the regular chicken that I usually get, like one of all of these, whatever. And for me, it was very nice to kind of try and see what the difference is, like even the taste and cost and all of that. So Costco's fresh chicken, that is what I have here on top, lost 35% of the weight after it was cooked, which is not bad. And it does cost $1.24 per 100 grams. That's how I calculated it, and I will put it also on the screen here so that you can see. Then Superstore's chicken lost 39%, so a little bit higher, and it does cost $1.38 per 100 gram. Save on Foods chicken lost 40%, so even a little bit more than Superstore, and it does cost $1.27 per box. If I do buy chicken at Save on Foods, it's usually only if it's on sale, because it is more expensive than Costco's. So if it is on sale at Save on Foods, that's when I buy it at Save on Foods sometimes. So that's why the price is a little bit higher, but if it's on sale, then it would be a little bit less than Costco's, because I don't think Costco's chicken ever goes on sale. So, and then Costco's fresh chicken lost 31%, so a little bit less than the frozen, which kind of makes sense because the fresh chicken was a little bit drier, so kind of makes sense. It does have less water in it because it only lost 31%, and then it does cost a little bit more at $1.60 per 100 grams. So it is a little bit more expensive than the frozen one, but then it didn't lose as much as the frozen one. So I don't know if you calculate all of that, how it would be. And then the home raised, I do not have a price for that. I just bought it from a friend, and I do not have a price, like, because you buy a whole chicken and whatever. So I do not have a price on that, but it only lost 22%. So that tells me that there is a little bit of water in all of the chicken, because it gets frozen with water, and your homegrown, home-raised chicken, you just freeze it as is. And I think that makes it a little bit drier. That's what I find. So I don't mind if chicken has a little bit of water in it, because it might be worth it, because it's not as dry after you cook it, but that's up to you. But yeah, I just found it so interesting. I will put all of them here so that you can compare them and see them all at once. I just find it very fascinating, so I figured I would share that with you. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you learned something. I certainly learned so much about chicken, and there is so much more chicken out there. I know each store has so many options of chicken breast and all of that. So anyways, hopefully you liked it. So now I do have something else to show you. Yes, I am pregnant. We are expecting baby number 2, and it is extremely exciting. And yes, I've been keeping it a secret for a while, and some of you might have noticed the baby bump, because obviously I'm showing by now. By the time you will watch this, I will be 16 weeks, so yeah, we are very, very excited to welcome our baby number 2 in February of next year. So lots of exciting things coming. But yeah, I just really wanted to share that with you instead of trying to hide my bum and the excitement and all of that. So anyways, now you know, it's very exciting, and I don't know what else to say. I feel great. That's what I wanted to say. I feel really, really good. I am very, very blessed. I do not take that for granted that I feel so good. So yeah, anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit random, testing chicken and a pregnancy announcement, but hey, it's just how it worked out best for me. So anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye!